The studio, Maria Taylor here for NBA Showtime with the Hall of Famers. We've got Tracy McGrady, Vince Carter, Carmelo Anthony. We are here. It's early, as you can see by that open. I was going to come on and be like, how long is it going to take T-Mac to wind down? But maybe I should set a clock for myself. All right, it's probably because we were all up last night watching basketball, and we want to go back and see what happened with Wemby being out for the Spurs, taking on the Trailblazers. Remember Wemby getting that concussion in Game 2. He is with the team, though, on the sidelines cheering him on. And he had a lot to cheer about, guys. Harper Castle, 12 points in the first quarter.
Hey, set the tone. We talk about who's going to be that #2 guy. They have a lot of talent. And this is the playoffs, their first opportunity, and they stepped up and accepted that challenge.
I tell you what, though, man, Portland came out with a lot of aggression, with a lot of passion. And that young man right there, he is confident.
And so is this one right here.
Yeah, man. They just keep coming. You don't.
I told you,
just don't know who it is.
Under control, man.
Dylan Harper was balling. Look at this one. We're going to look at this twice, don't you worry.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a rookie.
Yes.
Harper
is a rookie.
22 of his 27 points in the second half when they needed it, okay?
Family lineage.
Harper Castle, he had 33 points in this one. So San Antonio outscoring Portland 53-26 to ultimately finish the game. And we're taking a look at the Western Conference bracket right now. Thunder up 2-0 on the Suns. They're looking to go up 3-0 today. Lakers took a 3-0 lead late last night. Don't worry, we'll get into that too with an OT comeback over Houston. Minnesota, they got the 2-1 lead over Denver, and the Spurs took a 2-1 lead last night. You saw that without Wemby. Let's talk about it a little bit more because we did know that this is a team that knows how to get victories without Wemby, but let's spend some more time with Harper Castle, Dylan Harper, and what they were able to do as a 1-2 punch in this game against Portland.
Well, these guys are extremely confident, right? And you talked about them having the experience with playing without Wemby this year. I think that's like 18 games. That's enough for these guys to understand what they need to do on both ends of the courts, right? So for me, I talked about it the other night. You don't know who it's going to be. Like, they have a roster full of guys that any one of those guys, it could be their night or it could be their quarter. If you go back last night and look at that third quarter, Dylan Harper was amazing in the third quarter. That was his quarter. And then Castle comes in the fourth quarter and closes out. And he has a big quarter. He has like 10 or 11 points in the fourth quarter. So when you have multiple guys filling up on the offensive end and they're relentless, you know, just stifling defense, when they put in this type of pressure on you, getting downhill in the paint, their guys making shots from the outside, offensive rebound, they flying all over the place on the D. This is a tough team to beat, and then you add Wemby in the mix. What you gonna do?
I think about Harper Castle, his ability to score, but when he goes 3 for 4 from the three, we're talking about he hasn't even gotten that jump shot where he feels. I feel like he feels comfortable, but he's still a confident player. He's athletic. He's going to get to the rim. When he gets this three-point shot down like this, it's unstoppable. And it says a lot about their team. You have Wemby there defensively. He's a game changer. But now you have multiple guards. You have 3 to 4 guys on the Spurs offense that you said you never know who's going to step up. Oh, by the way, then there's Wemby as well.
But we left 2 guys out that stretches the floor. You're leaving Champagnie out and Vassell.
So pick your poison. That's the point.
But I mean, we know that obviously this is a statement win for San Antonio. To go into Portland with that energy, that level of focus, and go take that game back from Portland, that says a lot about this Spurs team. It says a lot about the mindset. It also says a lot about just San Antonio culture, like Popovich's culture, right? Because it's always next man up. Wemby go down. Wemby is the best guy on this team, the best player on this team. Now everybody else steps up to the plate. Dylan had an incredible third quarter yesterday. As a rookie, to have that confidence, have that motor, and have the will to go out there and say, look, I can play this game too, and I also know you, Scoot, and Scoot, you know me too. So let's get this thing going, and also De'Aaron Fox. Like, let's give some credit to De'Aaron Fox, because a lot of people early in the season was saying they don't know how this was going to work with De'Aaron Fox and Dylan Harper. So now we're seeing everything coming to fruition. And these guys really like to play with each other on the court. And you see the influence that Wemby has on this team. Even when he's not there, these guys really enjoy playing with each other.
I was sitting there watching that game last night in that third quarter, and I was saying to myself, yo, when is the last time we have watched a playoff game, like a pivotal playoff game, where the team is actually giving a rookie the ball and say, go get it.
Yeah.
They were giving Dylan Harper the ball in the third quarter. It's like, yo, go get it. It's your time.
Absolutely.
That's when you know they have all the utmost trust in that young fella to deliver.
Mr. Johnson.
And also, I want to give a shout out to
Mitch.
one other guy. We mentioned a lot of guys, but we didn't mention Luke Cornett.
Yeah, he was big, too.
Go get it.
Duke, 14 and 10. Like, that's the responsibility. No Wemby.
Yep.
Now you come in and yes, we look everywhere else, but 14 and 10, giving them something that is big for them.
Yes,
and that's a guy who's been to the mountaintop, so he understands how to play.
Stay ready.
He did.
So you ain't got to get ready.
Had to play 30 minutes in the game with no Wemby. I mean, you guys are harping on it, but Harper Castle combined for 60 points, shooting at 63% from the field, more than impressive. But let's talk about Wemby. Listen, he's still in the concussion protocol. As you guys saw, he was able to travel with the team. He did participate in shoot-around on Friday. He hasn't cleared the protocol yet, but Game 4 is tomorrow. So we'll see whether or not he can play. We, of course, want Wemby to feel and be healthy, but it was good to see him on the court.
It was good to see him.
Yeah.
It was good to see him engaged. He was engaged on the sideline, talking to his guys, rallying them up. We thought he was going to play tonight. I mean, last night. I really thought he was going to play last night. They proved us wrong, but they had the utmost faith in those guys, and they went out and they delivered that.
And I think it's the big picture that they're looking at.
Yeah.
They felt comfortable and confident that they can win without him. They've shown it during the regular season, but regular season is different than playoffs. But I think they bought some time for the good. Now you have a health.
You do.
You know what I'm saying? For the long haul is what they want. Wemby as healthy as possible going forward. And when you can stack wins like this, yes, he's probably going to play the next game, but now, if they choose to, they can sit him another game.
Sure. Yeah. Huge win, though, for San Antonio, down by 15 in the third quarter, battle back, get the victory against the Portland Trail Blazers. And speaking of the Spurs, for today's Meaningful Moments presented by AT&T, we just wanted to wish a very happy birthday to the Hall of Famer, Tim Duncan. Guys, he turns 50 today.
Okay, Timmy D.
Man, look, I remember us being in the 97 draft in Charlotte. This man is 50 now. Oh, my gosh,
Big
man.
five. Does that make you feel old?
Yeah.
Okay.
That means you
You on your way.
Yeah. Hey, it's not only Tim Duncan's birthday. Not as close as yours, though. Not only Tim Duncan's birthday. Who else's birthday is it? Justin Nixon.
Yeah.
Detroit basketball.
Hey, Pistons fan. Hey, Detroit Pistons.
Detroit
Die-hard Pistons fan right there, boy.
You will talk to anybody all day about Detroit basketball.
Listen,
Happy
ladies
birthday,
and gentlemen,
buddy.
do not disrespect that man, Detroit basketball team.
Man.
Okay, listen, among the many honors that Tim Duncan won, he was also the 97-98 Rookie of the Year. On Monday on NBA Showtime, we're going to find out the next winner of that award. It's one of the most competitive Rookie of the Year races we've ever seen. We've got the deserving finalists right there, Cooper Flagg, Con Knipple, VJ Edgecombe. And T-Mac keeps saying, what do you want? What do you want?
I won. Co-rookie. Yeah, co-rookie of the year.
You're going to find out on Monday, all right?
And other rookies playing well, too.
Whoop, whoop. All right.